project is Cards for Patients.
Hi, I'm your host. Here's my friend. Let's go. Alright, I have some questions for you, Addie. What was your first ideas before you made your final choice on your 8th grade project?
It kind of like revolved around this project and like changed changed like throughout, like as we were like processing it kind of. We just kind of like made edits to it, you know, and like cut as we went along.
Describe your steps that you were taking to complete your 8th grade project.
So we are going to, we met, like planned everything out. We went and took like pictures for the cards, and now we just need to get the cards and then we need to deliver them.
What is your favorite part about your 8th grade project? Why?
I think it's gonna be delivering the cards, because like getting to like meet people and I don't know, say hi and stuff like that.
What steps have you completed? What is your plan to complete the rest? If you are done, are you happy with your outcome? Why or why not?
So I haven't finished yet, but so far we've planned everything out. We went and took pictures, and now all we need to do is get cards and then deliver them.
Do you believe that you could have made your project better? If so, what would you change and why?
I think I probably could have like made it better. At the time I thought like it was really good and like a really good idea, and I mean I still think it's a cool idea, but I don't know if I would change anything about it. So
how did you edit your first idea of your project to make it better?
Me and my mentor sat down together and like talked about it and like what we wanted to do and like what we wanted to like come of it, like out of it, like when we were finished with it. So we kind of like sat down together and like revised it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, definitely. Did your project include community work outside of Century Middle School or any volunteer work?
No, not really. It's more of like a create and then we're giving it kind of thing. So I haven't like done any community volunteer work like with the hours, you know, like some people do. But I mean, we did go and take pictures for like a few hours and stuff like that. So I don't know if you could count that or not.
Do you have any inspirational advice for the 6th graders?
Like make sure you start your project on time and like that you're like consistent and like getting your work done. Because like 1 year seems like a long time until like you realize like, oh, we only have 24 days left or something like that, you know? So.
I'm Tyler Watson. I'm in 8th grade, and yeah.
Tyler, what were your first ideas before you made your final choice on your 8th grade project?
My first idea, I'd have to say, is was help or like physically volunteering at animal and such shelters, but I realized that is very difficult for those kind of places to take kids our age. So after contacting several different companies and they all denying me, I don't know why, I decided it would be a lot easier and less stressful if I just made a video about it, you know, and yeah.
Alright, describe your steps that you were taking to complete your 8th grade project.
Well, the steps that I took, first step is, of course, figuring out what you want to do and how you're going to do it. Then actually, you know, coming up with how you're going to do it, like seeing if your parents can drive you to these places, seeing if they will even take you there, or seeing if they are willing to buy your materials and such like that. And then the last step is, I guess, just completing the project and, you know, making the video, doing the volunteer work, whatever.
Alright, what is your favorite part about your 8th grade project?
My favorite part of the 8th grade project is I'm able to help people, and it just feels good that I'm helping things that can't help themselves, really, because most of those animals that might be saved by but I'm helping, I'm spreading the word, I'm giving them aid.
What steps have you completed? What is your plan to complete the rest? If you are done, are you happy with your outcome? Why or why not?
I am actually getting So you have to type up a final report, and I'm about halfway through that, and I'm getting very close to at the end of my video. I still have to do a little pre-check with all my teachers and do all that, but yeah, after that it's going to be pretty much done, and I just get to relax and do my own thing for the rest of the year.
Do you believe that you could have made your project better? If so, what could you change and why?
I think it could have been a little bit better if I had access to better animation sites, because I know Powtoons is a great site, but it's free, so there's only so far it can go. And the only reason why I really use Powtoons is because, like I said before, it is free, and my budget is like 99 cents, and I spent that on extra pictures in Powtoons.
How did you edit your first idea of your project to make it better?
I edited it because, like I said, originally I was going to volunteer at animal shelters, but it was very difficult. The only place that took kids my age was a feline rescue in Boulder, and they wouldn't accept me because I live so far away. The distance is just too much, and so I just decided to make a video and make my life a lot easier.
Yeah, I did. But did your project include community work outside of Century Middle or any volunteer work?
I'd say it would, because I'm volunteering my time to make the video, even though it's a lot less than going actually out and doing these things. But, and it was all out of school. I try to keep it that way because I don't want to waste the teachers' time doing this. And it just, when you're doing stuff completely out of school, you get that little feeling of accomplishment when you finish. Like, yes, I finally finished a year-long project. I can relax, and finally I can sleep in.
Do you have any inspirational advice for the 6th graders?
I would say whatever you do not procrastinate.
Hi, I'm Izzy, and my project is equality.
Explain that.
So what it is that is I'm going to be interviewing people and asking their idea on equality, and that includes like the LGBT community and just how people feel about themselves.
Speak up. All right. What were your first ideas before you made your final choice on your 8th grade project?
Last year in 7th grade, I had a teacher named Miss Colston, and she made us watch this movie about extinction, and that was going to be my main idea. But then this year, when I walked into my first hour class, Mr. Justice, I saw the rainbow flag up on his wall, and just in that moment, it hit me like, okay, my movie's gotta be about equality, because that's like the best thing to think about.
Describe your steps that you are taking to complete your 8th grade project.
So right now, I'm trying to mess around with my editing software and trying to see what I want and what I don't want. I'm doing practice interviews with my friends to see how I can make it better, and also, you know, to do it as fun as possible for them and for the people who are watching the video. My sister is my mentor, and she's been helping me a lot to figure out camera angles and everything about how to get like the perfect lighting and stuff. So yeah.
What is your favorite part about your 8th grade project? Why?
I think my favorite part is just seeing how people explain to me. Like when I ask their questions, every person's different and they see it in a different way. And I love how behind the scenes, you kind of see their like quirkiness and how they act. For like everyone's different, and that's the thing that I love the most, is like that's what it's supposed to be about. Everyone's different, but yet the same. So yeah.
What steps have you completed? What is your plan to complete the rest? If you're done, are you happy with your outcome? Why or why not?
I am not done, but the steps I have completed is I got a couple of interviews down, but I still need a lot more, like, to finish it. But besides that, I'm almost there. I need like maybe 5 or 6 more people to interview, and then I'll be there, but I'm so excited for how it's going to turn out.
Do you believe that you could have made your project better? If so, what would you change and why?
If I can make it better, I would change, like, I guess like the kind of feel of it. I wish I had better like technology or equipment to make it feel like a real life documentary. But for now, I mean, this will do, and I'm gonna try my best to make it the best I can.
How did you edit your first idea of your project to make it better?
Like to make it better?
Yeah.
Okay, so at first I wanted to do where I was in the shot of the video, but then it turned out really bad because you could like hear like the background noise of me because I like to move, I like to fidget a lot. So I decided that it'd be best if I stand behind the camera to make it better on the person, so it's just them and you kind of see like who they are, and it actually turned out way better than I thought it would be.
Did your project include community work outside of Century Middle School or any volunteer work?
It does not. I kind of wanted to do something volunteer work, but then I kind of realized that, hey, a lot of people are doing volunteer work, and this is kind of something that's like, you can get a bunch of people who are like loving and different, but they all come together. So, I mean, it's not really volunteer work, but for me it kind of is, because I get to meet a lot of people and see sides of them that I haven't seen before.
Do you have any inspirational advice for the 6th graders?
Just enjoy it. Like these past couple of years have been ups and downs, like a roller coaster. But in the end, you're gonna have so much fun, and you just try not to rush through it. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it, and be as kind, meet new people, like throw yourself out there. This is it. This is your time to find out who you are. And, you know, it may seem hard now, but it's actually really easy. You just gotta be yourself and, yeah, find some great people who will help you throughout that time, because I have some friends that I've met this year, and I have friends since 6th grade, and they're like the greatest friends I know now, so.
Alright, my name is Carter Dean, and my 8th grade community project is basically helping people learning how to ride bikes and bike safety.
Alright, I have a couple questions for you, Carter. What were your first ideas before you made your final choice on your 8th grade project?
Well, my first ideas were pretty simple. I thought I would do more of like computer-based information and getting stuff from the internet and then posting it from there. But I thought it'd be more helpful to kind of like do it more visual and like helping out in like real life and in person.
Describe the steps that you're taking to complete your 8th grade project.
The steps that I was making was pretty self-explanatory. I had to get the information from friends, from other people, and from people that were related to bikes and people that were related to more of like that safety topic. And then I would more of compact that so then people would understand it. So then I would have that.
What is your favorite part about your 8th grade project?
Well, my favorite part about my 8th grade project was really more of like going out to the public and like showing people about the bike safety and like how to do that stuff, because overall it was just like pretty fun to know that they were having fun with bikes.
What steps have you completed? What is your plan to complete the rest? And if you are done, are you happy with your outcome? Why or why not?
I am done, and I'm very happy with my outcome, because I just know that now, since I showed that example, that people in my community are good with riding bikes and stuff.
Do you believe that you could have made your project better? If so, what would you change and why?
If I can make my project a bit better, it would probably be to do more visual and kind of like go out to the public more, but more of that research kind of took time from it.
How did you edit your first idea of your project to make it better?
How I edited it first was I thought that there was more computer stuff than more visual, and I didn't really think that was going to get me far, just putting out information.
Did your project include community work outside of Century Middle School or any volunteer work?
My project barely included anything in community, but I only needed help from one friend in Century.
Do you have any inspirational advice for the 6th graders?
Yes, my inspirational advice for the 6th graders is that you might think that doing stuff in your community might not put much into you, but once you see what it does for you and for other people, it can make a really big difference.
Like, make sure you start your project on time and like that you're like consistent and like getting your work done, because like 1 year seems like a long time until like you realize like, oh, we only have 24 days left or something like that, you know? So
Enjoy it. Like these past couple of years have been ups and downs, like a roller coaster. But in the end, you're gonna have so much fun, and you just try not to rush through it. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it, and be as kind, meet new people, like throw yourself out there. This is it. This is your time to find out who you are. And you know, it may seem hard now, but it's actually really easy. You just gotta be yourself and yeah, find some great people who will help you throughout that time, because I have some friends that I've met this year and I have friends since 6th grade, and they're like the greatest friends I know now, so.
Do you have any inspirational advice for the 6th graders?
Yes, my inspirational advice for the 6th graders is that you might think that doing stuff in your community might not put much into you, but once you see what it does for you and for other people, it can make a really big difference.
Don't procrastinate or you will die. I edited it. Can't say that word. You should leave this in.
We'll leave it in the bloopers.
Yeah.